Paul writes to the Colossians and he says this message was kept secret from generation to generations and centuries past, but it has now been revealed to God's people, and this is the secret. Christ lives in you. Sometimes I wish I had just a little bit more time. And I know that there's 24 hours in the day, but somehow those hours seem to get shorter and shorter and shorter. And there's work responsibilities and home responsibilities and family responsibilities and children responsibilities, and it's so hard to get everything done on time, right? And to get one child to Taekwondo and one child to dance practice and another child to play practice, and there's just not enough time to get everything done in the day. And sometimes I think if I just had enough time, then maybe we could spend more time together as a family. Or if we just had enough time, then maybe in the midst of everything else that was happening, I could have just a moment to look my wife in the eyes and ask her how her day is before we lay our heads down exhausted at night. Sometimes I wish I had just a little bit more time. Sometimes I wish I had just a little bit more money. And it's not that we don't have enough. We have more than we need. We have been blessed beyond measure. Sure, there are bills that need to be paid, but there are always bills that need to be paid. That's just part of life. But I think that if we had just a little bit more money, then I could buy my wife a little bit nicer birthday present than maybe what I should do. And if we had just a little bit more money, then we could redo and renovate the bathroom now. We wouldn't have to wait for a couple more years to save up more money. And if we had just a little bit more money, then we could splurge and spend a couple extra days on vacation, or we could splurge and get the nicer car that we really like instead of the one that's a model down that really is more in our price range. If I just had a little bit more money. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more something, right? Fill in the blank. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more intelligence. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more self-esteem. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more beauty. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit more fame or friends or hope or health. Sometimes I wish I had just something else. There's something about our culture. There's something about our world that is always telling us that there's something else out there that somehow we're missing out on. Right? Maybe it's media and commercials that are always trying to convince us that if we had the next great product, that somehow our lives would be complete. Maybe it's social media and we see the pictures of everyone else as they're living up life, and we think that somehow that they're living life better than we are. Or maybe it's just this fear of missing out. Right? This fear that somehow the rest of the world is passing us by, and somehow the rest of the world is getting things that we aren't getting. And there's this something out there that we just keep searching for, this something out there that we think if we could just reach this, if we could just get this fame, if we could just reach this milestone, if we could just have this accomplishment, if we could just have this possession, then somehow whatever it is we're searching for, that we would feel whole inside. And here's the mystery, right? Paul tells us the mystery is Christ lives in you. That hole that we're trying to fill, that thing that we're thinking if we could just grasp that it would make our lives complete, Paul says the mystery is it's already in you. You see, we spend so much time, I spend so much time searching after something, this magical it that's out there, that if I could just obtain it, that somehow my life will be complete. Right? And that there's this it, this thing, this possession, this accomplishment somewhere out there, that if I could just get it, then somehow everything else would make sense in life. It's really just idolatry, isn't it, right? This searching after something else to fill our lives with meaning. But as we go searching after this something else, Paul says that it is already in you. It's Christ. As I'm searching through trying to figure out the missing piece of the puzzle to make my life whole, Paul says the mystery is Christ is already in you. And that if Christ is in you, right, if Christ is in me, then I don't need more fame or money or time or possessions or self-esteem or friends or any of those things that I go searching for. Right? I'm not missing out on some great thing in life because I already have in my life the one thing that gives my life meaning, and it's Christ. Right? Christ gives me all of the feelings that I need inside. Christ makes me whole inside already. I don't need all those other things that are really just idolatry. Right? And the mystery is that we spend so much of our lives, I spend so much of my life searching after something to make my life whole. And Paul says the mystery is that you already have it. Christ lives in you. You have all you need. I have all I need. And if I could grasp that, right, not just intellectually, but deep down in my soul and in my gut, if I could grasp that Christ lives in me, then this searching would no longer have to take place, and I wouldn't be trying to obtain some other goal, and I would realize I have what I need already. The mystery that's been hidden for ages has been revealed. Christ lives in you, the hope of glory. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May he give you peace.